Rams 34, Bucs 24. The Bucs has their first loss since week 12 of 2020, which is pretty wild. The Rams now move to 40-0 when leading at halftime under Sean McVay, which is also insanely wild. Matthew Stafford tied with Kurt Warner for most passing touchdowns through 3 games in franchise history, aka 1999 Kurt Warner. I don't know if you guys knew this. Kurt Warner later would win MVP, would win a Super Bowl, would win a Super Bowl MVP, and then would go to the Hall of Fame.
And fun fact, that was the last time an MVP won the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's good. That's
1999.
Oh, you write that post every year. Were you more impressed, Wilson, with the Rams, or less impressed with the Bucs?
Rams, because I was convinced of the Buccaneers. I think we all were that the Buccaneers were going to win this game.
Yep.
I picked the Rams.
Okay, good for you, Breech. You've had
everything I picked this week just turned up right, so it makes sense I picked the Rams.
Because here was my reasoning. Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay are on the same page, but I feel like a year into Bruce Arians' offense, Tom Brady and Bruce Arians and Byron Leftwich are on the same page. They're on the same line of the page, on the exact same word, and I thought that offense will be able to overcome what the Rams defense hasn't been lights out to this point, but they played really well on Sunday. And while the Bucs weren't awful, I think the biggest takeaway for me is, number one, Cooper Kupp is probably the best player on the planet that no one's talking about. I think Brinson said it last week. He's sort of replacing Robert Woods as the guy that no one talks about, who's really, really good. Deshaun Jackson looks like he's 22 years old, not 32. Credit to him for getting into the end zone, not dropping the ball at the 1-inch line. Brings back flashbacks for Debo. And I think there's a lot to like there, what the Rams are doing. And a division now that feels sort of like the Chiefs. It feels weird to see the Seahawks at 1-2 while the Rams are just rolling.
Yeah, I mean, the Rams look unstoppable. I feel like that's what we thought when they signed Matthew Stafford. That's certainly what Sean McVay thought. He was like, if I get rid of Jared Goff and get a good quarterback in here, we're going to beat everyone. And, the reason I picked the Rams this game, because it felt like there was no way the Buccaneers defense was going to be able to stop them. Especially, we've seen the Buccaneers struggle through the first 2 weeks. They gave up 29 points to the Cowboys. They had 3 rough quarters against the Falcons. Of all teams, the Atlanta Falcons gave the Buccaneers fits for 3 quarters. And it just felt like the Rams have too many weapons. And also the Buccaneers can't run the ball. So they're going to be one-dimensional. And if you're going to drop back and pass on every play, Aaron Donald's going to get you. He's going to put pressure on you. And, if you're 44 years old, I don't care if you're Tom Brady. If you have that defensive line bearing down on you for 4 straight quarters, it's going to wear on you. And it did. And, I mean, the Rams were the way better team in this game.
You want to hear a fun fact?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Love to.
The last 2 times that Tom Brady has lost to the Rams, 2001 and 2020, Tom Brady won the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
So take that.
That is a fun fact.
Right. You're saying last year and then 2021?
2001.
Last year and 2001?
Yeah. He lost to the Rams in the regular season.
Is this you making your pick for the Super Bowl right now, the Buccaneers?
No, I'm sticking with my original pick, Packers and Bills. I'm back on that.
How much more informed, and this is the same for me too, or like anybody, but like
100%.
When you spend the entire day watching all the games in the office and like people are firing stats at you, you feel like you watched every minute of every game, and you watch it at home, and your wife's yelling at you because you gotta go cook a pizza or something. You're like, hey,
you're warming up something in the microwave.
Yeah, like I miss, exactly. Great fun fact, Wilson.
Thank you.
I forgot that I guess I had forgotten they played the Rams, but yeah, you're right. They lost.
And this ended the Buccaneers streak of 9 straight games with 30 or more points, which had been an NFL record.
No, that's not true. The NFL record is 12, set by Peyton Manning.
No, 9 straight wins with 30 or more points.
Oh, wins. Okay, I guess I dunked on myself.
Fire that you can't.
I'm not even sure he said wins the first time. But
he did, because that's a stat that I actually had seen earlier. He's right about that.
Here's where I messed up on this game, and I was all in on the Bucs because I believe that
me too.
I thought that the Buccaneers' strengths, interior offensive line, and multiple receivers would allow them to sort of mitigate the strengths of the Rams, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald. What I've failed to remember is that like if the Bucs are a pass funnel, as we talked about in early odds breach. If you want to throw, you can throw on the Bucs right now. That's just you can't run on, but you can throw on them. And Stafford and these they unlocked Deshaun Jackson today. Like now they have more weapons in the passing game. Tyler Higbee was awesome. He got a bunch of screen passes. Cooper Kupp is unguardable right now, and there's just nobody's going to slow down this Rams offense.
Sean McVay at halftime was as pumped up as
I've never seen him like that.
They're going to run through a wall.
So this game, even though nobody, I think it was maybe Troy or Troy Aikman or Joe Buck mentioned on the broadcast, like this game, while nobody's going to say it, this is a pretty big barometer for both teams. Where do we stand in the NFC? Where does our competition stand? And I think that's a huge momentum builder for the Rams to take down the defending Super Bowl champions and say, yeah. And they get the bonus of later that night, the Packers beat the 49ers and the Seahawks look like poo against the Vikings, while the Cardinals, whatever. Right now, if I were doing division odds again, let's do them. Rams minus 150. Yeah. 49ers plus 125.
Yeah, I'm probably taking the 49ers at those odds.
With the plus money? Okay.
I like the Rams.
Seahawks 2-1.
I'm not taking the 49ers.
And Cardinals 3-1.
I mean, the Cardinals. Yeah, Cardinals 2-1, right?
Jacksonville.
This division's nuts. You have
it's
2 3-0 teams.
I think the Rams are just really good. I wish I had. What's annoying is that Breech bailed on the Rams after I bailed on the Rams because I bailed on the Rams because Breech got on the Rams.
Gotcha.
Should have just stayed there.
Well, I tell you what, 4 teams ain't going out of the West, and 2 teams might end up only going out of the West.
Mathematically, it's possible, Ryan. Mathematically, it's possible.
I don't think it's 3. 3's not happening.